Bob Etheridge, North Carolina Congressman, I am calling for your resignation. What you did was low down, un-American, despicable, criminal, felonious assault type charges should be upon you. You should have been arrested. Your dumbass should be in jail right now. I apologize for my profanity, but this just pisses me off like nothing else. You know, this is the kind of double standards that are in Washington and in the Obama administration that I am so sick and tired of. It seems like the Democrats can do no wrong, and they point fingers and blame everybody else for any problem. It's nothing and never their fault. I am so sick and tired of this. I don't care if Bob Etheridge is a Republican or a Democrat, white, black, pink, yellow, green, a midget, a tall guy. I don't really give a shit. I don't care who this person is. But this person was a congressman, an elected official whose salary is paid by us, the taxpayers, who he works for us. And he acts out in such a way and he's not arrested. I'm so sick of the Washington Post. Do you realize what the Washington Post reported on page like 38 or something like that, way far out in the comic sections? They reported that it was a little tiff or something, and Bob Etheridge gave this kid a hug. Is that what you call it? Did OJ throw sticky notes at his ex-wife? Is that what it was? Do you realize if this was a Republican, this crap would be all over page one, day after day after day? This story would never die. They would make sure his dumbass was arrested. They would make sure he would be in jail. They would make sure. This is the kind of crap and rhetoric and tyrants I am so sick of in Washington. It is despicable. This double standard is just so goddamn aggravating. It is so aggravating. Everybody from MSNBC to these liberal left-wing nuts just reporting nothing but whatever favors their side. They leave out the important details, pick and twist and manipulate every story out there. These kids were physically assaulted. Felonious assault, people. This was felonious assault. This was a felonious assault. And what is the left doing? Well, these kids, you know, they didn't identify themselves. They should have identified themselves. Well, they're progressive, you know, right-wing people who were trying to stir up crap. Really? Well, and who knows if they were really students, and who knows if it was really for a project. There's what the left does best. They point and twist and pick the littlest detail that matters nothing. A, does it matter if they were students? B, does it matter if it was for a school project? C, does it matter if they're Republicans? Does it matter if they're hardcore right wings? What did these kids do? They said, please, sir, please, sir, sir. They were never, not one time, disrespectful. Not one time. They didn't curse at the congressman. They didn't say foul language to the congressman. They didn't say any racial slurs to the congressman. But yet, this congressman acted out. And they come out with an excuse of, well, it was a hot day and a long day, and, you know, he was in meetings. Goddamn excuses. Goddamn excuses. That's what it is. Excuse after excuse, and if that fails, point finger, point it, point it, point it. And if that fails, you blame George W. Bush on it. That's their last resort for everything. Well, pretty much their first resort, but that's how it ends up. I am sick and tired. These people did nothing wrong. And anyone who says differently has some issues to deal with. Because put yourself in this situation. Imagine if this was your child and this congressman grabbed your son's wrist, squeezing, and then grabbed him by the neck and pulled him in. If it was me, I would have been terrified and I would have been wailing on him or trying to get away from him. How many times did the kid say, please let go, please let go? You know, not only should he be arrested for felonious assault, felony assault, he should be arrested for kidnapping, withholding someone against their will, because this person asked multiple times to let go, and he did not. I am so sick of this. You know, let's take back Washington. November 2nd, that's going to be a start, but we got to take the presidency back in 2 years. We have to take it back. This country cannot take any more of this. It cannot sustain the spending. It cannot sustain this administration. It needs to go. This is nothing more than a socialist takeover by narcissist people running it. Take back Washington.